Have you noticed how most of your anxiety doesn't start in chaos, but in silence? A quiet room, a line at the bank, a meeting where no one raises their voice, yet your body wants to flee. It's as if stillness itself is suspicious, and your body already knows something your mind has forgotten. Your heart races, shoulders tense, stomach tightens, but there's no visible threat. And you wonder, why do I feel this way when everything seems calm? Maybe the answer isn't in the present moment. Maybe it lies in a small chair you sat in when you were just 6 years old. The place where you weren't allowed to move, to run, or simply exist with freedom. For 6 hours a day, 5 days a week, for years, your body learned that stillness meant survival. But it wasn't discipline. It was neural conditioning. And you're still carrying it. In the 16th century, while most feared the human body, one man studied it like a secret map. Girolamo Cardano, a rebellious philosopher and physician, once wrote, "If you wish to know a man's mind, watch how he sits." He saw posture not just as habit, but as a mirror of internal states. And if posture reveals fear, it can also express freedom. Cardano's ideas were buried, dismissed, too dangerous for his time. But those ideas lived on. Copied into secret texts, whispered in hidden schools, they influenced thinkers who understood something radical. The way you hold your body shapes how your mind perceives reality. And if a child is forced to sit still, under constant control, it isn't just their behavior being molded. It's their nervous system and their future perception of the world. Today, modern science is finally catching up. Researchers at Harvard University found that long-term slouched sitting increases cortisol, the stress hormone, and suppresses brain regions related to safety and emotional regulation. In other words, the body feels unsafe even in safe environments. That random anxiety you feel at work, in school, on a bus? Is not random. It's programmed. Neuroscience confirms this through neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire based on repeated physical experience. This means trauma isn't just emotional, it's postural. 6 hours a day of stillness teaches the body to brace, to shrink, to expect danger. And over time you stop trusting your instincts, because your instincts were trained to obey, not to feel. But who designed this training? The answer is buried in the structure of the Prussian education system, created in the 1800s. Not to liberate minds, but to produce obedient workers and soldiers. Stillness, silence, discipline, not for wisdom but for submission. And the throne of this silent control? The chair. You were taught to sit in silence not to learn, but to dissociate, to separate awareness from sensation. The longer you sat, the more your body forgot its natural rhythm. You began to believe that freedom was dangerous, and safety meant stillness. But some people break the spell. One of them is Maria Fernanda, a somatic therapist who suffered chronic anxiety for years. She realized her worst panic attacks came while driving. Again, seated, still, controlled. That realization sparked her healing. She began to move every 20 minutes, breathe deeply, and sit with intention. Her body slowly thawed. Anxiety turned into presence. Not with pills, with reconnection. She didn't just heal. She remembered, her body was never the prison. The system was. Ancient cultures knew what we forgot. In India, the lotus pose symbolized full presence and energetic alignment. In Egypt, God stood tall, open, vertical, commanding space. Today, our sacred symbol is different. The hunched man, eyes down, seated under fluorescent lights. Your posture is not just physical, it's spiritual. A collapsed chest silences your heart. Tight hips lock your intuition. But when the body opens, so does perception. Every cell remembers what it means to be free. So how do you reprogram the fear? Not with theory, but with movement, with ritual, with attention. Spontaneous movement, stand and move every 30 minutes. Twist, stretch, shake, reset the freeze pattern. Open posture practice. 3 times a day, roll your shoulders back and breathe deeply into your chest. Conscious sitting. When you sit, place your feet flat, straighten your spine, and repeat, "My body is safe to be present here." These aren't habits. They're neural keys. Each one unlocks a piece of your real self. Not the programmed one, the one that remembers. You're not anxious because something's wrong. You're anxious because your body was trained to fear stillness. But stillness is not danger, unless it's forced. And now, you know the difference. Every time you rise with awareness, you break a piece of the old code. Every time you move with intention, you reclaim your nervous system. You're not just learning to sit differently. You're learning to exist without fear. If this resonated with you, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications. Each video is a key. Each truth a fragment. Together, we're rebuilding the reality that was always yours. Fragment of reality fully revealed and integrated. White heavy check mark.